final answer from this little thing? Sure, you want to try? I want you to try. Because you're just staring and saying no when I think you can do this. Try. What's my final answer? -6, but you're missing one thing that's very important. What do you think? So what do you think your final answer is? Huh? -6x over 7. Okay? See how trying can help you? Alright. Huh? Yeah, it's just because I got an arrow. I didn't want you guys to think that you at the end with a random arrow coming from somewhere. That's your final answer. Doc. I can't hear you. Is he not going to get louder? No.
Thank you. That's my same thing.
I can't hear you. Someone repeat his question.
Speak up louder.
You know. No, it's always going to be top. So is your bottom subtracted from your top? Bye. Other than if your name is up there.
No, I was going to get back to him. That's what I told him. That's why I told him to say at the end of class. Nobody even needs to know I heard it.
So it's always it's always your no matter what. Okay? Always top. Always top. Yep.
I'm going to make a change. I promise I am. Okay, camera. I'm gonna make a change.
Cortez, what are you doing? So now, look here. So on these you have to factor out a monomial. Okay? Can anyone remind me what a monomial is? Raise your hand if you think you know. Leonte, you think you know that? Not quite. You're talking about a polynomial. But what's a monomial? Donna. One term. One term. Okay? We got that? Like, so this 12x by itself is a monomial. Okay? Even if you just pull out one number, such as a constant, if you pull out one constant, like 4, that's a monomial. Okay? Because it's a term standing by itself. Alright? So now when you're factoring out a monomial, you're looking at what they have in common. Okay? So now let's look at the top. When you first look at this, does it look like there's anything you can cancel out? What? No.
4. 3.
Why you say 3?
Well, you got to keep in mind, if they are together, they can only get canceled out if they're going to get canceled out together. So like this x minus 4 can only get canceled out if there's another x minus 4. Okay? Is there another x minus 4?
No. Oh, so nothing really can be canceled out.
Right now. Correct. But now this is where you got to look into it. Okay? When you first look at it, you're like, okay, there's nothing I can cancel out right now. That needs to be how you say it. Right now, there's nothing you can cancel out. Can you guys do me a huge favor? I allow you guys to use my calculators, correct?
Yes.
Could you please not write on the back? Can you please not pick at the tape? Can you please just leave the back of the calculator as is?
Yes.
Okay? Can you do me that little favor? As well as the numbers on your desk? Can you please do me that favor? Okay, I appreciate you. I think Jamari, you missed your number too, right? Alright, look here. So now you gotta ask yourself separately, is there anything that can come out of each polynomial bird? Okay? So we're gonna look at this top one. Is there anything that they both have in common? No. Okay? So there's nothing I can pull out here. So he's gonna stay just as he is. So now let's look at this one. Let's look at this couple. Is there anything that they have in common? They do. They have an x in common. So therefore that means I can pull out an x from each term. So what that means is I'm going to put an x on the outside of this parentheses, just to remind myself. Okay? What else can I pull out? Yeah, put your own parentheses. I'm sorry, don't put the x here, because that's going to confuse you guys. Up top, above all this, write the word pull out. Okay? And we now know that we're going to at least pull out an x. At the least, we're going to pull out an x. Okay? Do they have anything else in common?
Yeah. Negative 4 and 12?
Okay, Cortez, what else do they have in common? Huh? Well, they don't both have a negative, because this one's a positive, this one's a negative. So you can't really say they both have a negative. Donovan. 4 and 12.
They both can be
Between
divided by
here?
Yeah, they can be both be divided by.
Okay, Cortez, you said it, can you please repeat it? They can both be divided by, I'm sorry, can you say it so your classmates can hear you? They can both be divided by 3. Okay, so that means I'm gonna also pull out a 3. Okay, so you gotta look at your numbers as well as look at your variables. Well, does 3 go into both of them? There you go. Okay, where's 4 coming from? I'm just looking at right here, the bottom, right? Where are we seeing 4?
No, I thought you were saying 4 and 3 goes in 4 and 2.
I'm sorry.
They was asking like questions if you was talking at the same time, so I was listening.
Okay, do you understand what we're talking about, Avery?
I get it until you said, is there another, do they have another thing in common?
Avery, she's not looking at the top part, she's just asking about the bottom only.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you. All right, so do we all understand where I'm getting the 3x from?
Yes.
Okay, so both of them I can divide out a 3 from both. Okay, get an integer, and then I can also take away an x from both. Okay, Khalil.
Well, what if it was a different number you would divide it by?
So that you can't take anything out. You can only take it out if it's common to both. Okay? We all understand that? That was a very good question. You can only take it out if it's common to both. If it's not common to both, you cannot take it out. Okay? That's the only way you can pull anything out. Okay? So if this one had an x and this one did not have an x, can you pull out an x? No.
So you said only take out.
Only if it's common to both. Okay? So if you want to make that little note, only pull out a monomial if it is common to both terms. Okay? So now, in this case, we're going to go ahead and pull out a 3x. Now, when we're saying pull out, what does that mean? We need to divide all the terms involved by 3x. Okay? So I must divide 3x squared by 3x, and we're only looking at the denominator. And 12x, divide that by 3x. Are we all on one page? Okay. So now, what's going to be up top?
X minus 4.
X minus 4. Okay. Does everyone see why it's x minus 4 on top? We didn't make any changes to the top, so it has to stay the same. Avery.
Because you can only pull out from the bottom.
Exactly. Very good, Avery. We're only going to be pulling out from the bottom. Okay? Alright, so now let's look over here. Now we're going to the bottom. Let's look up top. 3 divided by 3, what number am I going to have left? 1. So this 3 is going to cancel out to 1. This 3 is going to cancel out to 1. You see that? So now, what about my x's? That means I'm going to have 1x, 2 minus what?
Okay, 1.
Right, 2 minus 1.